Good evening and welcome to special edition of Dr. Lamba's Awakening Call. Just a few hours back today, an incident happened. It occurred that has shown two things. A, there are elements in the country who are inimical to the country. Secondly, all norms of decency, decorum, and even protocol have been bidden goodbye. The Prime Minister of India was supposed to go pay homage to the martyrs in Firozpur and then address a public rally in Bathinda. He offered his homage to the martyrs, and then he had to take a helicopter flight to Bathinda. Unfortunately, the situation over there was so horrible, climatic, that there was a danger of what happened to General Rawat might happen. So the helicopter ride was abandoned, and the Prime Minister decided to go by car to Bathinda. It takes about 3 hours to reach there. And lo and behold, when they were on a flyover, a couple of hundred protesters stopped the car. And the police was not available to disperse the protesters. It's incumbent on the police to arrange for a proper passage to the Prime Minister's car. But here he was on a flyover which is easily visible and is exposed to the public observation. 15 to 20 minutes it happened, and then ultimately the Prime Minister had to cancel his visit to Bathinda and fly back to Delhi. Now there are certain implications. The first is, of course, the responsibilities of the Chief Minister and the Government of Punjab. As per the protocol, the Prime Minister is number 2 in order of priority in protocol after the President. And even otherwise, his life, his person is of prime importance. And under protocol rules, Blue Book, it is the responsibility of the state government to ensure safe passage, provide all safety norms, ensure hassle-free, obstacle-free journey. Special police force are created, and here the police force was there. Now, one thing which came to my notice was that those protesters clearly made a statement that they had been ordered by the SSP, Senior Superintendent of Police, to ensure that the rally fails. And the best way of failing the rally was that the Prime Minister doesn't reach there. Evidently, the Superintendent of Police could not have taken such a action until he had the clearance from his boss, the DGP. And the DGP would never do it until he had clearance from the Home Secretary, to whom he reports, and the Chief Minister. So, police, which is supposed to be the custodian of law and order, became a henchman of the Chief Minister and the Congress Party. And the result was mayhem. What was the danger? The spot on which the Prime Minister was waylaid, and I'm saying it waylaid, I mean, say 20 persons surround your vehicles and you have nowhere to go. You can't go back because you are on a flyover. There's a verge, so the cars cannot turn back. They can only reverse back, and there's a danger in that. You can't go forward unless you kill the people. So either he should have ordered SPG, Special Police Group, this Special Protection Group, to open fire and kill some of them, but he didn't choose to do so. He chose to be more gentlemanly. All credits to him. Now, what was the danger? A. This place is about 30 kilometers away from the border. And there have been reports that the drones have been dropping arms, ammunition, guns along with the drugs in the area. Many of the drones have been destroyed. It would have been very easy for any adventurer to take a pot shot at the Prime Minister. They could have launched a rocket attack on the Prime Minister. They could have sent a drone, a suicide drone full of ammunition, explosives, to explode near the Prime Minister. And that would have been a disaster. That is a major thing, that the country's Prime Minister was in danger of losing his life. Now for the country, the reputation. From both angles the reputation has suffered. It shows the failure of the state government to protect the Prime Minister. Number two, it shows that the systems are so weak and so stupid, shall I say, that they can be exploited by the interested parties. And that calls for the independence of the police from the political control. The third is that the international reputation of India suffers, that India, which cannot provide proper protocol to its own Prime Minister, how can it provide safety, protocol, and assurance to the foreign leaders and the heads of the government? The Republic Day is just 20 days ahead. And every time some leader is there as a special guest. Should any leader be invited? No. This situation is a dangerous situation. What should be done? Simple. This shows absolutely the failure of the state government to discharge its duties and maintain law and order. Article 356, Section C needs to be invoked, and the state placed under the President's rule. That should have been the first action taken. I fail to understand why Amit Shah, who is such a capable Home Minister, has not done so. Second, the DGP, the IG, the SSP should have been suspended right away and ordered to be arrested for a conspiracy to disturb the peace and to endanger the life and the person of the Prime Minister. This should have been so immediately, and the Home Secretary should have been removed, the DGP should have been arrested and prosecuted, the SSP and the IG, these three officers, and then IG CID, these four persons should have been immediately suspended, arrested, and prosecutions launched. Another action which should have come, which I expect from judiciary, that they should have intervened suo motu, taken action. The court was sitting at that time. The news flash was there. Why did the CGI, who takes suo motu action at the drop of a hat, not take an action and ordered the arrest of these officials, or constitute an SIT under the supervision of the Supreme Court judge to look into the matter? there has been a systemic failure on the part of the government of Punjab. Whether it is a conspiracy or whether it's an absolute plain idiocy or systemic failure is subject to inquiry. But these two actions should have been taken right away, and within an hour the government should have been dismissed, President's rule established, governor and the advisors appointed, and the advisors should have been a military commander, so that the country is safe from the foreign invasion. This was, I don't know how Pakistan missed this window of opportunity. Maybe Pakistan has its own problems, but if the Pakistan was today ruled by Musharraf or Zia, or you, or even Yahya Khan, do you know what would have happened? They would have ordered right away an attack because the country was not ready. So first there could have been a drone attack or a rocket launch on the Prime Minister, and along with that a three-pronged attack in Gurdaspur, Firozpur, Amritsar, followed with attack on Kutch and Jodhpur. And at the same time, maybe in Kashmir as well. They could have done it. I think the Pakistan people would be cursing their government for not taking benefit of this. But that does not absolve the Punjab government and the Punjab police from gross negligence and dereliction of duty, endangering the security, the life of the Prime Minister and reputation of India as a power. I normally do not make comments at this time, but this situation was so frightening. The whole scenario, imagine it, if some adventurer was at the AOP job on the other side of Firozpur. Maybe this AOP was sleeping, but if a capable AOP was there, he would have ordered an attack, and then easily they could have said, no, the Pakistan is not involved, it is some terrorist group. The process of deniability was there, and that deniability would have been absolutely destructive for India. Then have our political and social standards gone so bankrupt that for petty personal gains we can endanger the country's safety and the Prime Minister's life? Till now there has been, except for one case, I would have expected Rahul and Sonia to have criticized Channi and maybe even remove him from CM. But they have not done so. There has been no criticism from Chidambaram. There has been no criticism from any political leader of the opposition. Does it mean that the country is now divided between BJP and non-BJP? The country, not the people. That it's the BJP Prime Minister is deemed to be an enemy? All this talk of decency, democracy, human rights pales into insignificance when such a situation emerges. And the 100% responsibility lies with the political leadership, the police leadership, and the bureaucratic leadership. As a matter of fact, the professionalism demanded that the DGP should have submitted his resignation along with the resignation of IG and SSP. Home Secretary should have proceeded on leave right away. They have not done so because they are shameless, and they will now come out with concocted excuses. The way the Chief Minister of Punjab came, well, the rally was cancelled because not many people were there and the Prime Minister did not want to come and seem to make a sorry spectacle. The chairs were empty. How could the chairs be there? When the situation is such, and the whole world, when the flashes were there, the intelligence agencies of 6 major countries have expressed horror at this. And they say this sort of a situation is a precursor either to coup, which cannot happen in India, because armed forces of India are absolutely apolitical. So the other is insurrection. Maybe some political leaders in cahoots with the enemies of the country in Pakistan wanted to create a situation whereby the country suffers. The aim may not be the country suffers, but the aim may be just to remove Modi from the scene, the political scene. Whatever it may be. I may like Modi, may not like Modi, that's not material. Modi is a good Prime Minister, a bad Prime Minister is not material. The fact is that he is the Prime Minister elected by the majority of the people, a vast majority of the people. And even if he was a minority government, he is the Prime Minister. And he deserves all protection as per law. The rules laid on the Blue Book have been violated. The rules of Prime Minister and the President's sojourn, the journey to the states as laid on by the protocol books have been violated. And yet there has been no action, neither from the executive. They have asked for a status report. It should not have been asked. Action should have been taken. I remember once a situation like that happened. And not the Prime Minister was involved, but on the same lines. And the Prime Minister of India, Mrs. Gandhi, she said no. Status reports can come later on. First remove the government. Let's take the administration under our own control for the good and the safety of the country. And then we'll handle these political issues. That is the sort of action that should have been taken. And that has not been taken. I would like Amit Shah to explain to the people why he has defaulted. I like Raw Chief to explain. I like the CGI to explain. And I like the Congress leadership to explain this serious lapse. And the Home Secretary of India and the Cabinet Secretary of India must right now take proactive action so that this incident, a blot on the nations and a hallmark, shall I call it a hallmark of shame for the country, at least if not blotted out, its blackness diminishes and becomes grey. All said and done, this has been the nadir, the lowest point in the political history of India, and it is a shameful day for India and for Indians. I dare them come out of this abyss of stupidity, ignorance, and take care that all lives are important, but the life of the Prime Minister is the life of the country. Let's not forget that. Think about it. Thank you.